Chinsa ni Isato mwancho murigererio Ndizi TV ekero bonongo kwargania semesa ya Amayia irongo banyabuna na raia ya na kwarganire asenchera ere yobikiranu ekero ngwegena na nogendrete kwegokia aso kubwati EMEROBERIO yonsi yegetaseni kya Ndizi TV korende litangani tigataranyore gatiari ngwariganirete asenchera ere yobenge.
Wananchi walipiga foleni mapema bwana, wakatupatia nafasi ya uongozi. Sasa tupange mambo yao, tuaje story mingi.
Abanainchi nigo batuchorete tubakorere EMEREMO korende twichero bungainererio bonke na mangana Dr. William Samoei Ruto ekeraganiria baraiko bwaterana goikirania obakorerio byasa abanainchi.
We have unanimously agreed that we cannot be established or go ahead on the basis of an executive order or presidential gazettement.
Abana kamati korwase omrengo azimio la umoja na Kenya kwanza bali bachorete ochigotendera chingwana nigo litkoria lero batwarege ikaro yogo ikero koiwana kubwatikana ni chingwana echo.
The programs that we run here as government and governments must be alive to the sensitivities and the complexities of the issues here.
Umowaziri bwoborendi bwemekithure kindiki kwenekya buna serikali chonsi njichiko bwaterana kwenekya buna ngoligereria baramangana yoborendi asensemo ya Mandera. Mwancho murigere rwase University Johnson na Wigoch College me county ya Kisii asomo yego monene bweri tukoria ankane asenchire yemo yokoro boseme uchasaye abasaye anene amangana arengete chisemi amangana arengete EMEREMO nabo igo obosogo chakya kwemeroberio ao na amangana arengete ogochenchi akwerire umugeni wesko aseritkario ni garabe omusbati bumurai wense Dr. William Samoei Ruto musbati Shalin Ruto awase barachi kwandira amangana mange ayo arengete gosira nabo gogo konya basaye aso kwegenderera bya ase amatukari bosyo bananigo bose abara ikorwase ekyombe kyo bariganiriye aboroki babonsi nabo igo abasaye bonsi bari baresko gari wekiranase umuyegoyo ere wesemia amanke.
Comrades power, power, comrades power, power, comrades peace, 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 peace.
Asa Maritanga Gusii Dennis, president ya Kisii County Universities and College Students Association. Maambi tubwate event ya educational career innovation and climate change ejo chaka Chinsa cha mambia twari kwa sababu wanafunzi bali chi university korugusi chi university college by mapema sana saa 2 nuore gaiga egero tuchako muyugo yamo etimu ya event ye dore tuatebere ni ya innovation no mugani wesko kale gaiga no musike bwe president ya Kenya Shalin Ruto yaro ko babuya mambi mweru muoche mapema tokore event buya tonyikore buya. And what are the benefits? Maambi ntoje tutwara abantu bagocha go showcase talent cyabo ngibabere bakora innovation egere ko ruwa obama yakonyora even sponsorship na bindo binde twari ko saba wanafunzi bonse bali chilo all day na bali even internship sabali bagamambia mnyoka gocha event yeye because it is for your own good and equally for your even connection bindo binde.
Na nikuwakaribisha youth wote wa Kisii both within town and elsewhere in Kisii County washirikiane na sisi kwa event ya kesho Shalin Ruto ya Youth Innovation.
I want to say that tomorrow's occasion is of great benefit and you're all welcome, and I want to welcome the students of Kisii National Polytechnic to attend in wholesome because the occasion is meant to at least to enlighten the youths and also to promote their talents, innovation as mentioned by the president before.
Yore youth empowerment forum and it all karibisha abasaye bonse Kisii County ngima mugeni tukabwata bwese akoro Shalin Ruto the first daughter of the president of Kenya. So tunawakaribisha nyote kuja mapema.
Nekero engana gosengu sanano yaberege kwene kiwa kubwatkana norubebe gatie county ya Kisii na Nyamira kuhirera baraikoro ase county ya Nyamira kubeke kina ase kigambero kya Nyamira nigo litkorere kinekyo kyabake gotegererwa busyo bwo monachiebi na ase county ase kigambere kyo mugo Kamau oyo bagakorwo gochika buna omuri kyo monene ase kyombe kyo chori nechimbebe IBC me county ya Nyamira wesokia abwo chitariki 25 cy'umutinyo yiga eriyo ko kwerera bwekiranu gose engana yorobebe yabereke gokwanirwa asama tukarima gatie county ya Kisii na boigo county ya Nyamira boigo nigaruo gochika buno munyakerogo utenereta mangana yechindemero na boigo abo bisabanene bamangana yechindemero goikira na bose bekigambiro boigo kwerera bwikiranu na kwenda na ibyorokerero gose map echo chikworokia oburemo burese county ya Kisii na boigo county ya Nyamira muri keito kurwase county ya Nyamira job manki noroboti uruo
Osero munachi ekina Joseph Mugo Kamau nigo ensemo ekwegerera county ya Nyamira na Kisii chekerana asogotegerero gwekina igo yorobebe egatie county ya Nyamira na Kisii.
What we can do is to make an order that IEBC gives this court a report as to where the boundary is.
My Lord, you need a surveyor's report.
Asegatie chinsemo chikobunwa nensemo ya ATC chinsemo chisenyaine ensemo ya Getare orobebe gatie county ya Nyamira ensemo ya Keroka ne chinsemo chinde,
so that each county knows where their boundary lies.
Correct. Yes. So
sekine kekebekire ne county Nyamira nigo chinsemo chionsi cheikirana asogo chaka gotegerero wekina ekyo.
Kisii is encroaching on the Nyamira side.
yes.
And that's a dispute about the collection revenue. So what is required in the ground is actually to identify to what extent Nyamira boundary reaches, which is clearly not.
No, I hear you, Mr. Orina, to say
yes,
that Kisii is encroaching on Nyamira side.
yes.
The county boundaries were still there in the former districts. That's why I was telling the court that to some extent there is a boundary dispute, and to some extent there is no boundary. So, if we are going to exclude IEBC and then you make NLC come and then draw boundaries, then we on our side will still make an application for legalization.
Nigo munachi ekina Mugo Kamau nigarwa okona chabuna omo CEO bwekyombe kya IEBC omunyakerogo tenenerete ekyombe tenenerete chindemero nabo bisabate tenenerete chindemero county Nyamira na Kisii.
I order that the secretary, that's the CEO of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, to appear in court on the 25th May 2023 to explain whether the boundary between Kisii and Nyamira counties has ever been fixed, and specifically at Keroka town, and if so, to bring documents to show where the boundary is. On the said date, the chairman of the National Land Commission will also appear in court, as well as the county surveyors and land registrars of both Kisii and Nyamira counties with the area maps.
Asebo igo asababara igo kora siasa chomorembe na gotoswana na enganeye ekero ekine kikigendrete gotegererwa.
I urge all the players to this matter to be careful and cautious how you handle the matter, and to restrain yourselves. The matter is not one of life and death. At the end of the day, whoever is supposed to collect the revenue, you collect it.
Kurwase county Nyamira, ginko reporter ya Ndizi TV, Job Maangi.
Miyamano murikeito job manki asorboti ururikiranu kurwase county ya Nyamira inyagetari ya Kisii aige kurawa n'umunyagetari omunene bw'inyagetari yo Dr. Daniel Kiage nigo litukoria rero baba bakoiro bokoreri bwokorwa bulinkore bwa busabwa maiso ase ensemo ya ugembu gukwana chinga kyecho nigo babori abantu weso kyasobonge ekero barorire mu chando ndebwensi erikoringori wana gukonyora obuwenia bwagenkyo nigetambukiro kyabage kokerwa bamenyi bensemeyo abo bakangambia mono asokoleterwa obokoreri obubwange kegima asabata na nigo bagucha kogenderera gutarira sikinyagetari eryo konyora obulinkoria bw'emicando au muri cyo ito Mildred Mumanyi noroboti urwaso bwime.
Nambe nyinge y'abantu babwate omuchando bwa maiso nigo besokia na gwikirana asensemo ya ugembo imbe ya mwachoge chache asokulingori wa amaiso bosa batali wakanera kende gionsi ekerenya gitali ya Kisii yarenge koigurwa asensemo yo nigo omo county director medical services akwanira igoro yoboroire bwa maiso ase akira Dr. Kiagembu yamono asokoleta enyagitali yaiga asomo chobu ogembo iliogokenya omubaro bwa bantu ase enyagitali yomo chobu songo.
We are aware that most of the ailments that are treatable go untreated and result in complications that have their consequences in terms of morbidity, mortality, and the attendant costs. For instance, when we talk about eye problems, globally, around $400 billion are spent as a direct cost due to loss of vision.
Watu 7 kati ya 10 walio na matatizo ya macho wakipatikana mapema yanaweza yakafanyaje? Yakatibiwa. So tunaporudi nyumbani tuwataarifu hata wale ambao hawajafika hapa kwamba sasa tuna hii kliniki ya macho hapa. Mtu anapopata shida na anahitaji hiyo huduma basi aweze kufika hapa.
Omoteneri bw'enyagitali yo Dr. Daniel Kiage nigo akwanira gati ya maroire ya maiso asebo igo agani abantu gwesokia eliokonyora obogwene bwa bwango eliogwetanga korwa ase koba omuko.
Ubero ko nga kinkenge sege tusonge nga cataracts. Ubero go oboko gara torora kwanza koranga na ubita tuliga moisaja asiro bontokora nonya. Waligere iri kuna tuanze kupima ika tuanyora abange mbago ajinkenge kino tukaiga wacha mwoboa ikiagara abantu atene disoli ana kuba ayirizo kubarure mundu korete orora abagwarenge gabara agende kubaira ne morore ngabarure kuya ni simbono nyora ngatiro kinga kione message yali kungoyo ntumira kuborwero sagine ndiko kuborwere yaro bojane namatubenga kuna bone tukego yara araba to dena wono riyo wali ro tukiara bire Igona banya saa tutongete igo. Akine nanya saa gato okomanyanga kuku abeire igo ebirore mbiri biko beko. Tuwe sukari. Tokoranga diabetes. Ndage bikiro mundu ikate wenga aseso boy go so ni bayaye na mwaito mundu yo mu watu bure sukari. Sukari ngusabiere amaiso. Amashini nalega banyikali mbara baraliwa tena ayembu yole arotumia malio gayo.
Gatia bali abali ngoli gwani go bagokera egetambokerekyo ase barengena yaiga
naira irimbi yamona asokole ntukwenya gitari yegange nigera abegendete gotokonya asichinga kijito na chirokyo nonye ne chinguru chito chire chinge totanyare korambali kwekase tinya gitari unaona ku town na inde nago kira asengenje babwato gupima koro kuyabwe chinjera chonsi na gotokonya twensi kero omonto kolengana neke gwanko kie muna kolengana omochando yo renge obuna bwo buya bwo bwange asengenje none okurige yuka twari abantu baito bakira abange
bona kana abanyora nago kangangi bankonye bona najira abaminda abagweni akimonkonye na intengwe na maisa nabe biya ngendera okorera emirimo yane ya yerituko
ngoripoteria egetaseni kia Ndizi TV ilietaliane Mildred Momanyi. Mbia mono murikito Mildred Momanyi ase oroboti urutugutana nayo nigo muraiwense Dr. William Samoei Ruto agenderete gukwanira igoro ya magendero ali serikali ya Kenya kwanza erengete gwikirania asomo Kenya anene obwagachi wechinyomba ase rigorire insekigima eniga yakwana tinga kyabaga guchake umuroberi bwagachi wechinyomba ase nsemo ya Lang'ata ime mucho Nairobi ase nonya nabo arokanaga komochia abali abagukwana bobe igoro yo muroberi yo natana no muroberi obwateke kerengekia asaba Kenya nene bwokoreta magendro nabo igo bwokoena namaboga yemeremo gochiase abasae Ruto boigo ni gagania baraibonsi bali babete bagochoro n'abananchi gochamo kubwatirana ere wikirano bokorera borobia ase omwananchi.
Kenya imekwama kwa sababu ya viongozi kuwa wako na ujanja. Mambo ya ujanja tuwache. Ile tulisema tufanye. Si ndio? Kwa sababu wananchi walipiga foleni mapema bwana, wakatupatia nafasi ya uongozi. Sasa tupange mambo yao, tuaje story mingi. Ama ni aje jameni? So please my good friends, leo mimi nimekuja hapa so that we can all be clear. Housing fund, the contribution you make in the housing fund is not a tax. Sio ushuru. Hiyo ni pesa yako. Hiyo ni pesa yako, sio pesa ya ushuru. Na hiyo pesa yako ukitoa shilingi moja, yule ambaye ni amekuajiri anatoa shilingi moja. Ndio, na hiyo pesa yote inakuwa pesa ya mwananchi. Alafu ndio tunapanga vile hawa wananchi. Nimesikia watu wakisema sasa hii pesa itakuwaje? It is the shillings that will become thousands, and that will become millions, and that will become billions, and that's the money we are going to use to build affordable housing. Na tumefanya mambo matatu tayari. Jambo la kwanza, tatizo kubwa kwa mambo ya mwananchi wa kawaida kuwa na nyumba ni kwa sababu hawezi kulipa ile gharama ya ardhi. Si ni kweli? Plot kupata hapa si ngumu. Lakini sasa hapa Mukuru, plot hapo tumetoa kama serikali free of charge. Tumefanya ushirikiano na counties 41 tayari wametupatia shamba for free ya kujenga manyumba ya wananchi wa kawaida. We already have 4,000 acres in the Republic of Kenya in different counties ya kujenga, ya kufanya mpango wa affordable housing. Jambo la kwanza. Jambo la pili, tumeondoa ushuru kwa mambo yote ambayo itatumika kwa affordable housing.
Ambe koirera abange gusiria amagimabo ukwana chinga kichogo cha EMEROBERIO y'umwaziri w'uburendi w'imeke na kwenekyo uburendi bwarokanira sayo.
The programs that we run here as government and governments must be alive to the sensitivities and the complexities of the issues here.
EMEROBERIO yogokora chingwana gati ya serikali ya Kenya Kwanza nesemiri kwa miriri ya serikali ya Azimio la Umoja One Kenya nigo egenrete awase abarai bali babete bagochorwa igutinirira chingwani chiri tkolere baba kumerana eriyo kobeke EMEROBERIO mikirano buna chingwani chiga chira chigokorekana OMOSANGEREREKANO yo nigokorekana samaga cha boma sime mucho Nairobi asbate babuna baikereire okoiwana habuna chingwani chyo chirabe chigokorekana eriyo koreta omurembe naboigo obwa
We had a presentation from our joint secretaries in great detail. We had engagement between ourselves and with them, and it took quite a bit. At the conclusion of that engagement, we have unanimously agreed that we cannot be established or go ahead on the basis of an executive order or presidential gazettement. And there are many reasons for that. But the most basic for now is that you will recognize that in the respective issues submitted by both parties, there is contemplation of issues touching on the Constitution, which might well require constitutional amendment. You will remember that the Supreme Court held in the BBI case that no amendment can be initiated at the instance of the President. And for that reason, we recognize that to the extent that some of those issues have been raised by the President in Parliament and also through these talks, then we would stand in danger of negating our work. And so we are going to continue. On Monday, we will resume our sittings.
Omori kyomanene bwekyama kya Jubilee Jeremiah Kioni nigo esokire na kwenekeria abagwatani bekyama ekyo buna obotoereru naboigo omusimamo nigo genderete gutigara buna yare korukare asate babuna abarai bali bagenderete koreta ugwatanika ase kyama ekyo nigo batachiwanchirwa na manani gata naso OMOSANGEREREKANO yorobere gokorekana nigo kiroyo mwariganirie orioganetie anene kwewa oburai eriyo kwerigeria libaga lyokonyora oburai.
We do not have positions of acting in our party. In fact, we don't have anything called like a national secretary general. Those are parties that maybe they are intending to form. They may have those titles, but the party that we belong to don't have those titles. It is also necessary for you to know how sad it is for this country. As we are seated or studying or speaking to you today, Sahi, you go to Gracia, is it called Gracia Hotel? Gracia Hotel, near Yaya Center. Now, one of the internal disciplinary committee meeting is taking place there. The whole hotel was taken over for the whole week, and kila siku kuna askari, na yale ambao wanajadili ni kuhusu disciplinary ya members of the party. This is an absurdity. Every party organ is supposed to operate from the headquarter. The question that you need to ask yourself, ama ile unataka kujiuliza, kule mkahawa wamechukua kwa wiki mzima na ambayo inaridwa na askari vikosi viwili ili sisi tusikaribie kule, nani analipia?
Hasensemo yaye mukonyi womuri kyo monene ase kyumbe kyo David Murate ni gabaga kwengani yokboko na kugania ababwatani be kyama kya Jubilee ko babatoereru kwenekia obo morembe na boigo obomo ane chinga ki umusangererekano monene okagere okorekana chitarike 22 cyo mutinyoiga asate abuna barayibonsi nigo bariganirie ase umusangererekano yo eriba bakwanira mangana au ayo arengete koreta amagendero na boigo gotinya ekyamekyo ya Jubilee.
But the highest organ of this party is the National Delegate Conference. This is the meeting when the tribunal said, go back and resolve your issues, internal disputes. The party leader called a NEC meeting. And at that meeting, we decided, Musema kweli ni delegates. Delegates akuja amu. Delegate wale walichagua hawa watu. Wao, kama wewe unataka kiti, uende kwa hiyo delegate conference, useme unataka nini? Hawa watu wakuchague. But you cannot impose yourself by what the SG is calling holding conferences in the street. Hata hapa juzi walifanyia kwa street. Mliona hiyo? Ingine in the bush. Pia walikuwa Lake Naivasha forest. And those of you who read like the ruling of the tribunal, when the registrar of political parties purported to acknowledge their letter and that their meeting happened, that letter, which was addressed to that so-called deputy and copied to us, was declared by the court null and void and of no consequential effect. In effect, it meant your meeting haikuwa.
Abagavana kuruase kyombe kia Lake Region Economic Block abakora wano munyakirogobo Professor Nyang'nyongo yiboigoro mugavana bwe county ya Kisumu nigo baenekirie okubwaterana kwabo ni company obwererania ya Safaricom iriko cyake butumeki bwe Chinsa chiekerero aso wikirania obokorero bwororo na gokeania emechando au na obokurumi obwabere bokororokana ase chi county chinyinge.
Countries of Lake Region Economic Bloc, the 14 of us, so that we can use the technology provided by Safaricom in doing various things in our counties, like revenue collection, personnel management, managing our resources, the equipment like transportation and so on.
What we are doing as counties is to improve on efficiency and effectiveness in our counties. We want to minimize cases of corruption, especially in the health sector, revenue collection, and also want to use efficiently and effectively the revenue that we are getting from the shareable revenue and on-source revenue. So we want to minimize human contact with money because that is where corruption takes place.
EMEROBERIO bogo tindokora emebere y'abantu kurwaserina niria shaka hola imeye county ya Kilifi nigo ogendererwa abwase abantu bagenderete gotoriwa nemebere ndego tindokorwa aseritkola lero nigo emebere y'abantu batano ayabage gotindokorwa ko irero mubaro yogoika EMEREMO na 50 ababere bagotindokorwa ase abantu 594 bagenderete baburire na abantu 25 babere bakubiye kwa byara kore abantu babere nigo babagutoriwa kurwase linanieryo. Umugavana wa county ya Kajiado Joseph Olelengu amona ba MCA be county assembly ya Kajiado alene kurwase kyama kya United Democratic Alliance nigo batugutera ire chitobauti ekyabere chiko enekiwa egati yabo gokwana chinga kicho kurigereria epare yaberege kwemurungarirwa n'abanainchi kurwase nsemeyo Olelengu nigate babuna chinga kya siasa cyabere chikoera nabone gento getigarete n'abarayibonsi wo chamo nagokorera abanainchi emeremo ebwenerete.
Watu wetu kile wanahitaji barabara, wanahitaji maji, wanahitaji ajira na mazingira mazuri ya kufanyia kazi. Nasikia kuna mahali ilifichwa gavana asione kwa sababu iko mbaya sana, imekuwa shamba hasa nasikia ndizi zimepandwa. So sambao na malika mumwage mara hapo ijae, you level it nicely, watu waende. Ile kitu sasa wananchi wanataka kutoka kwetu ni kazi, ni maendeleo. Na Your Excellency, sisi tuko tayari kufanya kazi na wewe 100%.
Mwancho muriere na sense merie chigosori nigo ebiminano bia National Super League bigendrete kwenekiwa awasiri kiminano kia rero asegetie chigosori kia Gusii Stadium club kia Gusii FC baba kogosoria na Mwatate United ase Mwatate United yabagego itwa na Gusii FC chigori ibere aseyemo nigo Mwatate gose Gusii FC yabagego ikia chi point emeronkene asebonere aseri bagari yakane aseli yeyu ya National Super League omokochi we club kia Gusii FC Kasim Junior nigabaga kugokera egetambo kirekino tena nigo bagocha gukora amaigeria matingu na kubeko mukia kwene kiabuna nigo bagocha kuorokia gosori erengia asebiminano birebusio murike tondemo Stephen no roboti urwaso wime.
These are the dying moments in Europe. In the English Premier League, they used to call it the faggy time. Globally, it's known as the injury time. If you're not keen, it may end in premium tears for you. If Gusii FC loses this match or drops points, it will be premium tears for them. And a big blow to their hopes of playing at least the playoff position in this season.
Head coach Gusii FC. Mechi leo imekuwa mechi mzuri sana kwetu because ukiangalia last week tuliconcede goal ile controversial tukafunga pia na unapata kidogo game haikuwa sawa kwetu na pia in terms of referee coefficient game. Leo tulikuja sana na character tukaacha nyuma ile li happen last time. Ukiangalia first half we gave our best, tulingajaribu sana kungangana ku create chances na we created more chances, almost 10 chances. Unfortunately hatukuzitumia zote, hatukuwa pia cleanly called, tukafunga moja. Tukiangalia again second half concede goal again defensively, kulikuwa na lapses but umeona fighting spirit after hiyo. Umeona hao vijana wamefight, tukakuja tukakomboa bao, tuka lead tuka win 2-1. So ni character ile imeonekana kutoka kwa vijana and imekuwa very positive and impressive.
Majina naitwa Lame Kimekenye aka Kudu, shabiki mkuu wa Gusii FC. Kwa kweli mechi imekuwa ambayo ni ya ushindi, lakini ni mechi ambayo nimeangalia tulianza vizuri katika kipindi cha kwanza, ila niseme kweli opponents wetu walikuwa wanajikakamua. Iliposa walipotufunga niliona vijana wetu waliweza kuvuta nyuma, lakini naomba Mungu na nashukuru vijana sana kwa wameweza kuja kwa kipindi cha pili na wamefanya kuzawazisha, ambapo tumepata ushindi mnono ambao umeweza kutushongeza pointi 3 ambazo zilikuwa za maana tunazohitaji kwa sababu ya kungangana tuone ingalau Gusii FC nasi tutapojipata katika mkondo wa kuingia Kenya Premier League.
Mwancho murigari bana roboti orukura sense mu yechigosori na rogotoreta omwerio bwa maye Chinsa Isato asenchera ere yobikirano kirango wakirangambia mono asogochora kubananche na bali bonsto batokubwatirana na basaki baito kwene kyabuna mwana wikira senchera yabene na barobni gonko bakirangambia mono nyarabuna EMEROBERIO yonsi ya Ndizi TV na bakoenda rogotonyora sense mere ya Facebook wetera Ndizi TV News Digital asense mo ya YouTube Ndizi TV News aso mutandao Twitter na bagoti Twitter @Ndizi TV News ere togendere gusanga na igo kwemanya amange ngukanero burigere boro bya EMEROBERIO yonsi ya Ndizi TV na bwo obwansu bwo Gusii eri tariane Everline Osero twabwatrana nere Joshua Auta kwene kyabuna wekeire asensemo yebimanyerero nere Petronira Mukeira oyone kyabuna chibichanerio gicha wekeire asenchira yabene twaro burigere boro bya nabo igo obotko boro botoyerero.